What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be checking out the iPhone 14 Pro Max. This is the phone from Apple that was released in 2022 and this was their flagship model. This is a powerhouse of a phone and it's been making huge waves in 2024. So I will explore why this phone is still an amazing phone and a solid phone that still holds up in this day and age. Let's start off with the design. Right off the bat, you'll notice right over here, you have a textured matte glass back. So it feels really nice and premium. Your fingers glide across it really nice. And then over here, the screen is made out of ceramic shield glass. And over here, you get stainless steel frame. So overall, when you combine all these things, you get a really nice and premium feeling phone in your hand. You know, when you pick it up, you feel and you just know you're holding a really nice premium device. You just know. You can know. And then we got the beautiful, beautiful colors. This one over here, space black. I think this is a really beautiful color. This is personally my favorite. And then we also get it in silver, gold, and deep purple. But like I already mentioned, this is personally my favorite color. But you know, let me know in the comment what your favorite color is. But this is what I'm rocking. Now moving on to the display. You get a massive 6.7 inch Super Retina XDR OLED display. With OLED, you have beautiful color, beautiful punchy colors. And on top of that, it's a extremely bright 2000 nits of brightness display. So with this phone, you will have no problem using it outside. You want to go in direct sunlight, you know, the sun's shining right down on you, you're going to still be easily able to use your phone. And then moving on to what powers this amazing, beautiful display, you get the A16 Bionic chip. So that's Apple's latest chip for the iPhone 14, right? So the iPhone 14 base model has an A15 Bionic. This has the A16 Bionic because it's the Pro Max model. And this thing is still a very powerful CPU in 2024. And it, you know, pretty much perfect for everything you want to do on it. It's really good for gaming, multitasking, switching between apps quickly. And, you know, whatever you throw at it, it'll handle just fine. And on top of that, on the side, you start off with 128 terabyte storage, which can be, gigabyte storage. And that can be expanded all the way up to 1 terabyte. That's a whopping 1 terabyte storage. So not even like a lot of laptops have that storage, right? So whether you want to, you know, a massive amount of games on it, a lot of pictures on it, a lot of photos on it, a lot of videos on it, this thing has enough storage for that too. Now let's talk about the cameras. Over here, you get a 48 megapixel main camera. And then you get a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. And you also get a 12 megapixel 3x telephoto camera. So this camera is going to be really good for portraits or 3x telephoto portrait shots you want to do. And when you combine all these lenses together, it makes a really nice camera system that all the lenses really complement each other. You want a close-up shot, you use the ultra-wide camera, you use it close-up, and it will switch to macro mode. And you want a really nice, beautiful, detailed photo of anything really, use the main camera, 48 megapixel. And then, you know, you want an ultra-wide camera, you're taking a picture of a group setting, that's when you use the ultra-wide camera. Or let's say you want to take a photo of, you know, something really far away. Then you use a 3x telephoto camera to zoom in. So all together, these all create a 15x zoom in. And they have a really nice, fluid, smooth effect. So you won't really notice any of the lenses changing in each other. And you also get nice Apple optimization. So when you take that photo, you really get that nice Apple look on it, which a lot of people love. So that's the complete camera system. And I think it's a beautiful camera system. Now, for video, you're looking at some actually pretty sweet stuff, right? Pretty awesome stuff. You can record all the way at 4K 60 FPS. So, you want high quality video without losing too much FPS, without losing too many frames, that's the video to go for. So, you get really nice, smooth playback. And you can also record in 1080p 60 FPS. But obviously, that's if you want to save space. But honestly, most of the time, I would just use 4K if I'm not too worried about storage. And then we also have cinematic mode, which allows you to record 4K at 30 FPS. And what cinematic mode is, Apple gives you a really nice and beautiful cinema style experience. So, you know, you're trying to maybe shoot a short film. This could definitely be used to shoot a really nice short film in cinema style and make it look like it's been used by a cinema camera. Obviously, you're not going to directly compete with a cinema camera, but that's a whole different thing. But with a phone, it's pretty capable of what it can do. And you also get action mode, right? Whether you're running around, walking around, you can also do that in 2.8K 60 FPS. So all this ensures you get really nice video playback, video quality. Moving on to the battery. battery, in my opinion, has been extremely good. So, Apple claims you get up to 25 hours of video stream playback. That's if you're streaming it. And so what that means is you can set your phone, play a video, it'll go for 25 hours before this phone calls it quits. And in my opinion, if I leave in the morning with 100% battery and then I come back in the evening, I will usually have 65% battery left, and that's with moderate use and my data on. But to complement that, you also get wireless charging, MagSafe wireless charging, which can charge up to 15 watts, or if you do regular wireless charging, that can do 7.5 watts. And you can also charge to the port. Obviously, you can charge to the port, but yes, you do get that MagSafe wireless charging. It's just not the fastest charging by any means, but it's fine for what it is. Something new that Apple introduced with the iPhone 14 Pro Max and the Pro is the dynamic island. So you do get this, the old notch is gone, and you get more like an island, it's like a pill. And with this, you have a lot of things, such as if you're listening to music, it'll show up, and a lot more things like that. So tinier things, it's not really necessary to the phone, but it does make the phone feel more interactive and, nicer. But I would say it's more like a gimmick feature, but it is nice to have. It makes it look a lot more modern and it feels a lot more nicer. And two more things Apple also introduced is crash detection. So your phone can actually detect whether you've been in a car crash and it will contact emergency services. And speaking of emergency services, you also have the emergency contact with satellite messaging. So let's say you're lost deep in the woods and you have no phone signal, you can't call 911 or anything like that, you can't call any emergency services. Your phone will guide you and where to point your phone in the sky and connect to a satellite, and it can actually contact emergency services or send emergency messages through those satellite communications. In the end, the iPhone 14 Pro Max, I believe it is still a very solid, premium, and really nice phone to go for. It has a really nice premium camera right here, really nice design, and really nice video capabilities, photo capabilities, and fast, snappy performance. So it's not going to be lagging at all. And you have iOS 18, and you have many more iOS updates to come because Apple, they have a good track record of more iOS updates. So down the road, you will be getting newer iOS features. And on top of that, you get the dynamic island what the newer iPhones have. So you do have a really nice, good, new looking iPhone. It doesn't look at all outdated in that regard, in that department. And like I said again, this phone has all these new features: dynamic island, satellite SOS if you're ever lost, and crash detection if you are ever in a car crash or something like that. Let's hope you're not, but just for the sake of that. And now, moving on to why you would want this. Let's say you're coming from an older iPhone like the iPhone 10. Would I say it's worth it? Honestly, 100% worth it. 100% worth the phone. You're not really missing out much from the new 15 or 16. And other than maybe the USB-C port, they still use Lightning port. If you take all that into account, the amazing, insane battery life, this phone is still an amazing upgrade to go for. And especially now that it's cheaper because it's 2 generations old, if you're coming for something like the 10, 11, still an amazing upgrade. So, this is my honest opinion on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.